Okay, hello everyone. We are live. Almost forgot for a second there. But Thursday night is back with Division 1 racing this time. And as per usual, I am joined by ShellyTheTurtle. How you doing today, Shelly?
We're, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Braves are down 2 in the seventh, but spirits are up still. We got hope. We got hope.
Okay, I've got you. I've got the Jays game on behind me. They're down 1 in the bottom of the 5th. So,
All right, all right.
yeah.
Little rally time. Rally hat.
Yeah, Manoa's pitching a good game, but he's a good pitcher, actually. Alec Manoa.
He's very good. Very good. They're entertaining when he was mic'd up during the All-Star game, telling people to do some explicit things. It was very, very fun to watch.
Yeah. He actually, so where I live in Vancouver, they have a minor league baseball team, but it's a rookie ball. It's like a high single A, I believe it is.
Yeah.
So, he came through it actually, so he pitched there at one point.
There you go.
But it's just kind of really unfortunate that we only have a high single A team because like it does really well, like for stands or for ticket sales and everything. And it used to be under the Oakland Athletics farm team system, but then the Jays bought them to try and because they've done a really good job of just hooking it all across Canada in to be Blue Jays fans, even though they're on the other side of the country. Like,
Yeah.
It's
That's a good shout.
Yeah, I know it's a smart idea. They've done well, and as well as because Rogers owns them, they broadcast every game on Sportsnet, which is owned by Rogers. So and then it's just like increased people's fandom of the Jays, even though they're like a 5-hour plane ride away. It's kind of silly, but
hey, it worked.
The Mariners are my AL team. Let me just say that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I assume. Half Canada's Jays, half of Canada is Mariners.
There's more Jays fan than Mariners fans. There's definitely more Jays fans trump the Mariners fans around here, especially because the Mariners have not done good the last few years, and Vancouver is a huge bandwagon market.
Yeah, no, that seems accurate.
Yeah. So, but anywho, with that being said, Division 1 in Canada, funny enough, the home of the very first ever race in the Midwest F1 League. I remember it many years ago now, and I can kind of say that 2 years ago. Me and Stat brought it home with a very exciting race, and it used to be actually labeled as the Midwest F1 Home Grand Prix for some time there, but then we kind of axed that as we deemed it pointless. A little fun fact for you.
There you go. I did not know that.
Yeah, but now Canada is loved by some and hated by others. Now, what side do you fall on? Just pure track there, Shelly. We'll leave the country out of it.
Country's great. Free healthcare is awesome. But in the track, I do hate the 3-4 chicane.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, track's fine. Just 3-4 chicane could be axed, in my opinion.
Okay. What about the Wall of Champions? Is that?
No, I love it. I love it. You gotta have some character at every track. That's the character of Canada. You gotta love to see it. Hey, we saw somebody hit there last season in quali. I can't remember who it was, but
yeah, that's true.
Maybe it was Ryan Rods. Probably not. But we did see it, and I love seeing that stuff. So,
for those that are unfamiliar, here is the circuit. Jays fans trump the Mariners fans. Way to make it political immediately, bro. Oh, chill out. Impossible Bacon with the 8-month streak on the subscription. Thank you very much. But yes, 14 turns makes up the circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Of course, Gilles Villeneuve, former F1 driver, former F1 champion, as well as his son Jacques Villeneuve, beating out Michael Schumacher way back when. But anywho, we are running out of time. Let's get into what was last week's results that we were missing out on because we were down in Division 2, which ended up being a really freaking good race. And I've not yet posted that to YouTube. But, Shelly, why don't you give us a little bit of insight on what happened last week in Division 2?
So last week in Division 2, real wild one. Murphy Selly absolutely fumbled the bag as he led for about half the race. On the last lap, he spun twice. So Yeah, race day actually came home and won the race on penalties from Lanzi. Lanzi finished second and KB finished third. The Coleslaw got P4 and DBJ got P5. So the top five was kind of all spread out throughout the race, besides Lanzi and race day. And then Murphy and Sally just didn't want to win a race apparently, and spun it.
Yeah, so that was a very exciting race. Actually, you know what? Let's get into the Division 2 Drivers' Championship quickly here while we got a little bit of time. Drivers are still in the garage. KB, recently promoted, is leading the way. As Lancey comes up into Division 1, KB comes up in Division 2 and is leading currently race day. Like we said earlier, up in second, Murph and Sally, unfortunate with that spin. Still sitting in third, and he's as well gave us a little bit of insight on next season. He may not be coming back. So Murph trying to still gain promotion, even though it may be a potential retirement year. Helg, NFS Lightwork, and Jose Miguel, three pretty quick drivers still without points there. But I don't imagine we're going to see them there for the rest of the season. Into the Division 2 drivers, or the Constructors' Championship here. We see Aston Martin leading the way, McLaren in fifth, not too bad. McLaren seems to be a really unlucky constructors team. Who are you on when you're racing there, Shelly?
I was on Ferrari for a while there.
Yeah, I thought so. I remember seeing
Ferrari
you in the
and
red.
Alfa Romeo. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was in the sister team as well. That's the only two teams I think I was ever in.
Oh, you got dropped down?
No, I just decided to broadcast and I came here.
No, I'm saying you got dropped down from Ferrari to Alpha.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, it's rough.
Oh, okay. All right. Anywho. Okay, the results from last week in Division 1 where we were not there. Scornsy takes the win, Ryan Rod second, and Dace, who is a fish, came in third. Only one DNF, and that being Kitten Petter. Womp, womp, womp. But why don't you jump on board with, I think it's Scavany's coming around here? Yeah, and take us through the track.
Yeah, Scavany goes over turn one, does not invalidate that commonplace for people to take too much of that inside curb. I threw two, and here comes the 3-4 chicane that I hate with a passion. Nobody needs to see this because it's definitely not wide enough on the game for these cars. Through five, and going down to the 6-7 little chicane. You can use a lot of these curbs as he does go purple sector one, as we, or hopefully he would have, first guy out on track. DRS activated. Guess what? There's not two. There's not four. There's three. Three DRS zones as it goes through 8 and 9 and a long run down to the hairpin at 10. Last week was a wet race, by the way, so I like seeing Fish finish high in wet races. Through the hairpin he goes in second gear and uses all of that exit space that he has before he hits the wall. And down into another DRS straight. Probably the prime overtaking spot on this circuit will be into the 13-14 Wall Champion chicane. Fun fact, Wall Champions is there, so don't hit it. Scavany does not hit it. Very nicely done there. Comes across the line. What will the Yinzer do? 111.3. You'll love to see it.
Not too bad. Is that forward? No, it's J-Cast over the line next. Second time up on the board. And he actually takes over pole. We have an Alfa Romeo. I believe that's Killer XL. No, it's not. We got a McLaren. We're going to get times flying through here. Followed by a Merc. Ryan Rods. No. Impossible Bacon. Scornsy, I believe it is. Scornsy taking early pole going into the low 111s. The other Alfa Romeo, or sorry, now the actual Alfa Romeo. Followed by GSR Edwin. No, it's not. That was Ryan Rods. Oh, come on, Crash. Get your shit together. Jose Miguel. AlphaTauri. Haas. AlphaTauri again. They're all coming over so quickly. Oh, my God. Lance is going to start a hot lap. Jonathan Dunk. We actually have Matt Rosie. And Rosie, to settle it all down, goes with a very low 111s. Forward actually taking pole through all that chaos there. Just ahead of Scornsy. Ryan Rods sitting 8th right now. We'll see if he, I imagine he's going to improve on that somewhere. Must have majorly lost some time. Smith Pell next over the line, and then it is GSR Edwin. And then we can take a little bit of a breather and let Shelly talk, as Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Crash taking up all the air here in the commentary box. Once you get past the two chairs that are up here, Not a lot of air left. I'm on board with Mitch Burns. The rounds turn 10. It comes down towards the 13-14 chicane. The DRS flying. And let's see where he goes. Smith Pell's fourth. I don't know if we mentioned that. That's an unusual spot for him. I'd love to see the new guy up there.
That was a really quick time.
Yeah, boom! Through the World Championship game. What will Michelle Burns put up on the board? There we go. Eighth, 11.2. And the field spread's pretty even. Besides that whole time from forward, he did demolish that lap.
Oh, he actually improved on it. Jonathan Dunk as well going 16th. Air Racing about to start a hot lap. Cake Thomas next over. We're almost actually... I think only there was one invalid lap, but forward, that was the second run on those tires, was it not?
I know I said one lap. I'm not sure.
I think he went out again on those same tires. That's quite impressive.
Yeah, but somebody that is on that flyer still, as one of two drivers have not set a time. I'm on board with one of them. That's Aero Racing Design, coming through 6-7 now. He's been very impressive since his promotion to D1. Nobody really knew how he'd do, but he's taken the promotion very well through 8 and 9. Surprised, do we have a DNF? No, we do not have a DNF. I'm surprised we haven't seen a DNF, honestly. You got to really watch your throttle around here. If you put too much into the car, it is it's not good for your chance of finishing the race.
No, it looks like an Alpine is out of fuel, which is what that yellow sector is there. Well, here we go. We're coming up the Casino Straight for Aero Racing Design. We're coming into the wall of Champion Chicane. Does not invalid. Doesn't take too aggressive of a line, but does pretty well. Completely out of energy and goes into the top 10. Not too bad.
Yeah, you gotta love to see it. Dace is on a flyer. If you want to jump over to him, I think everybody else is.
He is invalid, unfortunately.
He wasn't when I jumped on. Come on, Dace.
Oh.
Make me bad.
So we got Scavney, I believe, is currently the only person on a proper flyer here. He seems to be about 30, 45 seconds ahead of everyone on track, that it is. But, you know, impossible for qualifying time. That'd be quite impressive. He is currently up on his time right now, so looking to improve on his first go there. And he's going to run into a little bit of traffic. And who's up ahead? Seems like someone's doing some major swerves. Move out of the way, sir. He did very late there. Now he's going to get a little bit of a tow from his teammate. You love to see this here. Impossible Bacon. How good of a teammate he is. And there you go. Into the slipstream goes Scavney. Bacon's just dragging him along. This is a really good tow. And now Bacon's going to pull off to the side. Scavney's really got to work on getting this slowed down into the wall champion chicane. He looks like he gets some serious oversteer there. And we'll see how much that tow improves him. And he actually... Oh.
Wow.
I was not expecting that. He must have had a dreadful Sector 3 up until there, because he was actually way up on his time before. But actually we have Scornsy. Scornsy has got the potential here to take pole. Looking to go into the 110s. And yes, he will. 110 and nearly 3/4 exactly. So a good run from Scornsy there. Looking to make it back-to-back wins. Elma Jacko next over the line. Why don't you take that one away there, Shelly?
Oh, yeah, Jacker, where is he at? He's in 7th, and he's coming through the wall champion chicane now down, and he's actually a couple seconds up on his time. Who else is coming through right now? Scavney is invalidated.
J-Cast? No.
I'll go back to Ford. I saw he was on flyer earlier as he comes down towards the wall champion chicane. And, Rosie, 10-3. Oh, didn't expect that.
Oh, my God, a 10-3?
Yeah, but 10-4. No, 10-6.
And a 10-6.
10-6 on Ford. Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, NASCAR is starting a hot lap as well. Killer XL coming over the line here. He's looking to really improve on his time. And he goes 111, low 111s. And Ryan Rods, there you go. Ryan Rods picks up a bunch of pace there. And now is up, oh, Christ, into 4th.
What happened? You all right back there?
Yeah, just a frog.
In the room?
Yeah, in my throat.
Whoa. Love to see it.
There you go. Where's Lancey's invalid. Elma Jacko, here we go. He's coming. Oh, and he's actually invalid. Currently still sitting 8th. That's not too bad for Jacko. We know how many positions he can pick up during the race, so sitting in 8th right now for Jacko isn't too bad. Who's next over the line there, Shelly? You got anyone?
I think the Ferrari at Dace, maybe?
Who is a fish?
Nope, that's Dunk. Dunk's starting, I swear. I have to say, Canada's one of the most confusing tracks to follow for qualifying. Everybody just crossed so quickly.
Tiger NASCAR, he's way off on his time. Never mind. Ryan Rods, he's into the pit.
Ryan Rods. AlphaTauri. Yeah,
Mitch Burns, there you go.
Yep. Michelle Burns. He's in P9. Can he improve to P8? No. Yes, P5.
No, he didn't improve to P8 though. He went P5. We weren't calling for that. His teammate though, Kidpetter.
It counts.
Here we go. Dave's finally gonna put a time on the board, and it's gonna be good for second. Oh my god. Well, I mean, if you only need one, that's one to do it on. Cake Thomas as well with a really good 7th. I think that's Tiger NASCAR. I don't think I'm gonna get to him in time. No, it wasn't Tiger NASCAR. It's actually Aero Racing Design. Jonathan Dunk now. Where's Jonathan? He's coming up the casino straight.
Yeah, it looks to be on a pretty good flyer here. He comes through the wall of chicane all the way down the 4th gear. And doesn't use the exit curb. He uses all of that tarmac that you can find across the line.
Ooh.
Guess what? It's a P7, 11 flat.
And now Tiger going 6th. We got two Aston Martins here going back to back. Aero Racing Design, no. Goodness gracious, I have no idea what the hell's going on here.
Yep. We got Cake, we got Dunk, we got Mitch Burns, we got Tiger NASCAR. He is on a flyer, I think. No, he's not. He's done.
Cake is in Aero, maybe Aero Racing, I think.
Yeah, we'll go down to Aero. Yeah. Up 4/10 on his time. He can actually put him all the way up into the top 6 if he can actually come across the line with that. Oh my! It's Paul!
Aero goes for Paul?
That's 3, baby! That's my teammate.
Oh my god. Do you have the betting odds on that before we came into qualifying here?
Plus 20,000.
Plus 20,000, wow. That is crazy. And that of course is straight from the MGM Grand, those betting odds.
Whoa! That was a first. I did not expect that.
Oh, Scornsy's invalid. He's running out of time here. He's dropped down to 5th. We see Ryan Rods and Scornsy sitting in the 3rd row right now. What is going on? We have the 2 Aston Martins over now. Scouty's invalid. Impossible's invalid. All right. At least they're consistent. And here we go.
Lancey's up 6/10.
Lancey's what, sorry?
He's up 6/10.
6/10. He needs a lot more than that. He is so far off the pace as of right now.
Yeah.
Who do we got?
Got a Williams there.
What about who's the Haas? Who's that Haas? I guess that Haas is J-Cast. He's not the one in the pit here.
I forgot. Jose Miguel is filling in for Edgar tonight.
Yes.
We did.
Okay, into the pit. Okay, Jacko and Lansey. We see the 2 McLarens now. Not having the best of qualifying are the McLarens or the Aston Martins. But here we go. Lancey, there we go, jumping up into 8th. El Majacco going to come around for another lap here. Is that Ryan Rods? Yes, it is. Where can Ryan Rods go? He is currently a 1/4 of a second up on his time. Looking to come over the line and improve up into only 4th. That just shows you how quick Matt Rosie's racing and Dace's times are. That is unbelievable.
Matt Rosie Racing. I love that name. I wish he'd make his name that. Matt Rosie.
Scornsy's actually into the pit as well. He had another invalid. He's coming into for fuel, and then he's going to have to send it back out. And
Jose Miguel!
Oh my goodness, dude. This qualifying's nuts. What is going on here?
I don't know, but I'm drinking a bottle of water and loving it.
Elma Jacko is next over the line. We nearly have the whole lobby within a second of pole.
Yeah, come on, Bacon. Pick it up.
And
he's getting a toe.
Jacko's Jacko's getting a little bit of a tow from Lancey here.
Yeah, no battery though. Oh,
and he looks like he's almost out of fuel. He's actually going to have to chalk this one up. He is out of fuel. So now we know that Scornsy isn't in love with this track. So this definitely opens the door for a potential other win. And we see that Ryan Rods is only 4th right now. And this qualifying, I don't even know what's going on. Matt Rosie, he's invalid. I imagine he's leaving everything out on the line. Does he have enough time to come into the pit and get back out for another attempt?
Yeah, 2.5 minutes left. I think you got to go now, but you can do it.
Yeah, it's going to be tight.
Yeah, if you remember last season, Scornsy had a hard time at this track as well. He got a lot of time penalties, if I remember right. Cake's on fire. Smith Pell is not. I think it was Killer XL. I think Killer's starting one. We're on board with Cake, the Red Bull man.
Tiger
I saw him posting in Sim rigs. And he has a rig and is decked out in Red Bull stuff. What else would you expect?
Who's this?
Cake. Yeah.
That dude's been Red Bull as long as I've been in this league.
Yeah, no. Completely Red Bull rig and had the Red Bull car on his screen while he was showing it off. It was something to see.
So I saw a purple sector too, and Dace the fish. Oh my!
Convincing pull by that.
And for those that don't know, Dace is a full-on fish.
Yeah, it's a type of fish in Europe, I believe. I don't know, something like that. Cake
going 8. That's not too bad at all. Here we go. We're gonna start getting some more. No, Ferrari. Whose Ferrari is that? That's not Dace. It's Dunk. Smith Pell, followed by Killer, and it looks like Killer is out of gas, so that will be it for him.
Smith Pell goes 9th.
9th for Smith. J-Cast is off of his time. He doesn't look like he's going to improve. Just still send it through the final couple of turns here. Just in case.
Edwin just invalidated. That's unfortunate.
No, J-Cast couldn't improve either.
Alright, so we got a McLaren, we got a Ferrari, and we got... Is that Dace going for another flyer? No.
Oh, J-Cast is already... Oh, J-Cast is done. He invalidated.
We got Kent Better. He's not on a flyer either. We got a Mercedes. That's Edwin. He's invalid. We've got another McLaren that's on an outlap. We've got another Mercedes that's on an outlap. We got a Red Bull. That's Cake, but before him, that's Tiger Nass. No, that's Matt Rosie. He's on an outlap.
Oh, God. It's all lining up here. We are not ready. Scavity's next, yeah. Dude, we are not ready for what is about to happen in one lap's time. There's going to be so many times coming through.
Yeah, it's incredible. What could be incredible, Scavney, the Pittsburghian, the Ginzer.
Oh, Scornsy's actually done. Scornsy is only going to be able to do the best of 5th so far.
Oh, Kitten Petter is around in turn 4, or in turn 7, my bad.
J-Cast invalid his teammate forward, who had pole at one point. Doesn't look like he's going to improve. That is it for the Haas. Haas is Killer XL invalid. That's all she wrote. That's Lancey, followed by the Ferrari of Dace. Lancey looks like he is going to not improve and invalidates. We have an AlphaTauri of Mitch Burns. Yes, it is.
He's up slightly.
Oh, and Mitch Burns spins in the final turn.
Oh, that's going to be interesting for these guys coming through.
Edwin next over the line, followed by Jacko. Edwin just barely improves, but not enough to getting positions. Jacko's just barely 15. Improves. Where does Ryan Rods go? Ryan Rods stays 4th.
He stays 4th. We got an Alpine, yeah, and he's done. That's Scornsy. We got an Aston.
That's it.
Oh, what happens?
That's it.
What happened?
Dude,
I was ready for
rapid
fire stuff. Nothing happened.
I was not ready for it. That was just like there's a lot of crap going on there. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's not crap though. This D1 field, P1
this
through
was
P15, all within a second, and the entire field spread is only a second and 3/10.
That was a crazy qualifying. Dace the Fish takes pole. Who would have thunk?
Swimming his way through Canada.
I would not
Body
have
of
thunk.
water in Canada.
Yes.
What a thunk.
You know, fun fact, if you add up all the lakes in the world, it doesn't, or all the lakes outside of Canada, it doesn't equal the amount of lakes inside Canada.
What?
So
Say that again.
Canada has more lakes than the rest of the world combined.
Nice.
Yeah. But here we go. Qualifying quickly here. We see Dace Aero Racing Design, Matt Rosie in his home Grand Prix, Ryan Rods sporting the Switzerland flag, Scornsey 5th, Jose Miguel 6th, Forward 7th, Cake Thomas 8th, Smith Pell 9th, Scavney 10th. Into the back half, we see Scavney, Tiger NASCAR, Lancey, Mitch Burns, Jonathan Dunk, Elma Jacko, Kitten Petter, Killer XL, GSR Edwin, JCast, and Impossible Bacon. Now,
So that was Dace Aero Matt, and then who? Dace Aero Matt. I think Ryan Rods were top 4.
yeah, Dace Aeromat, Ryan Rods, and then Scorenzy, and then I think Jose Miguel was 6th.
Well, here's the fun thing. We don't got a formation lap, so it's going to be quick. But hey.
No, wait, are they doing formation laps though?
No, they're off.
Still off. This just
Yeah, we could shout out our sponsors. If they're looking at some sponsors right now.
go right ahead.
Right ahead, Raise Energy, MWF1 to check out. That's 15% off with code MWF1. Somebody's pressed it. ePost headset, Sim Racer coin. That's 3. I think we only have 3.
Ulek Holevin.
Holevin. Yep.
That'd be the 4th.
4 for 4 tonight. Unfortunately, Ronald King Jr. is only 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run in Queens. I really need the Braves to win, but that'll be on the back burner for later.
That's okay. I've currently got the Optic game on the side.
Yep, fair enough. Hey, guess what, Crash? Take it away.
Oh, yeah. We got 3, 4, 5 red lights in the go now. Oh, it was too little too late. Well, let's see how good of a jump we get. Looks like some guys are actually sporting the hards, is it? Dace gets a really good jump, and Aero Racing Design's off really slow. Matt Rosie looking to go up the inside line. We see the 2 Alpines. Jose Miguel actually getting the overtake on Scornsey, but you can see Scornsey go around the outside there in turn 2. We have the Mercedes and Matt Rosie going into turn 3, but 2 does not go into 1. And actually, Matt Rosie tries to send it around the outside, and someone goes into the wall there. Aero Racing Design overcooking it a little bit, and that puts Aero Racing back into 5th. Matt Rosie up into 2nd. Dace has already broken off into a 1-second lead. We have a yellow flag. Someone spun that looks like Scavney. Aero Racing Design now back into 7th, and he is slowly losing more and more positions. He's actually lost the end plate of that wing. Now Ryan Rods is actually looking to try to go down the inside line on Rosie, but did not take. No, he kind of took a little bit of an aggressive line there. Went right over the turn, ended up getting the position in the end. We got to pull up the tires here because everyone was on different tires. Elma Jacko is actually starting on the softs. One of the only 2 drivers on the softs. Everyone else starting on the hards except for a couple on the mediums. And Elma Jacko looking to definitely do a 2-stop strategy here with that. And he looked like he almost had an overtake on forward for a second there, and now he's actually going to get it done. Up the inside line here into the Wall of Champion chicane. Forward breaks off, accepts that is not his race, and we see Scornsey up into 3rd place, and that is the end of lap 1, and it went all over the place, man.
In the uncharacteristic from Jacko, burning half his battery and starting on a aggressive strategy. I love to see it at the Australian. Got some more moves. That's Killer XL and Smith Powell to win through 3 and 4. Who else we got? We got 5 people in the pits. That's Aero and Softs. I don't like that call. Jumped on hards. Edwin, Cast, and Scavney all on medium. So we got 5 people after the first lap. Gonna get pit. I guess some damage happened there in the back half of the field. Closest battle on track right now. Jose Miguel. Oh no, it's actually Bacon and Mitch Burns. They're even going to 6 and 7. Or 8 and 9. I'm getting my turns confused. Bacon getting that move done efficiently. And who else you see in Crash? I'm trying to find somebody close. We got Jacko and Jose Miguel, maybe?
Yeah, Jacko's still trying to pick up positions, taking that really aggressive strategy, like you said, going on the softs to start, and it's paid dividends so far, picking up quite a few positions. Jose Miguel right on the back of Matt Rosie. Jacko currently picking up 9 positions off a race start, and we have a bunch of guys losing several spots, of course, coming into the pit. But Ryan Rods, we got to see. He's got to try and make these mediums really work real soon here. Because if he's not able to get an overtake on Dace, who's started on these hards, as well as Scornsy, who's catching him on these hards, then these mediums may be coming back to bite him in the end with this altered strategy choice. But Elmo Jacko looking to get a little bit aggressive on Jose Miguel, opts out. Elmo Jacko needs to get a move on here as well. He's been starting on the softs and nearly overcooks it there. Pretty heavy on the throttle and nearly puts it into the wall, but does a good job of saving that oversteer kick. But I'm looking at Killer XL and Cake Thomas here now. It's Killer on these mediums and Cake on the hards, slowly closing that gap. And we'll see with DRS open on the Casino Straight, we may see an overtake.
Yeah, we may see an overtake as well as looking at that battle first between Dace and Ryan Rods. That's kind of closing down within 3/10s, actually a little bit less than 3/10s. DRS is activated, and that Killer's going to get that move done easily. Will Ryan Rods send it? He will not send it. Will anybody else send it into the World Championship game? We got Bacon with some DRS. He's not going to send it. And, hey, I think they will for another lap. So, Matt Rosie's actually falling back from this front pack by 2 seconds. So that's Dace, Ryan Rods, Scornsy, and then a kind of DRS train behind Matt Rosie from 4th all the way down to 8th, and then from 8th to 15th. So three packs have been formed so far.
So we need to keep an eye here on Jacko and see when these softs start to fall off here, because he's not as ferocious as he once was on the rest of the cars ahead. And now forward's actually right on the tail of Jacko. So I'm kind of curious to see how long these hards last. We have a good mix of different tire compounds, so we'll kind of get a good area of the usage of all three compounds here.
Yeah, most softs hards may be viable. We'll have to wait and see. I guess that's the strategy Jacko's going for. I think a medium soft is viable. I think a hard medium is viable. I don't think we're going to see many medium soft, but hey, you never know.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to get into a two-stop strategy here. We don't really have many tracks that offer one.
Yeah, that's true, and we don't have much knowledge on tire wear in this game so far. Going through the field, I guess Ryan Rods
is really close, yeah.
Yeah, definitely putting the pressure on the Fish. The Fish has 50% less DRS than Ryan Rods, so definitely struggling to keep in front of him in the early stages.
As long as he holds him off if he holds him off for just as long as he can, then being overtaken is expected, really, with you being on the slower compound. It's just all about a good, clean defense and just prolonging that overtake. But speaking of an overtake, looks like Mitch Burns is right beside Impossible Bacon. He is so very close. And actually, Jose Miguel getting Matt Rosie. Matt Rosie may be struggling for a little bit of pace there.
Yeah, I think I figured out what Jacko's deal was. With no formation lap, cold hards and cold mediums are not fun to deal with. So I think those softs fired off right away, and those mediums and hards took about maybe a lap in Sector 1 to kick up to speed. Oh, Rosie was...
So very importantly, though, is that Dace was able to hold off Ryan Rods through that very potential overtaking area on track, and now Dace still holding off Ryan Rods.
Smith Pelk almost down there for P9.
Yeah, Cake Thomas still sitting in the top 10. You take it away. I'm watching this. 1 second.
Oh no, go ahead.
There we go.
Bacon still behind the Alpine of Tiger NASCAR. Actually, the Williams of Tiger NASCAR. My apologies to the Alpine community. Speaking of Alpine, all right now, for the first little 5 laps here.
So we've kind of got about 4 different trains set up here. 4. Okay, we got Dace to Scornsy. That's a solid train. We got Jose Miguel to Killer XL. That's a nice little train there. We've got another little train with Mitch Burns. Once again, so very close onto Impossible Bacon. And Impossible actually letting off the gas a little bit to allow Mitch through. And Impossible is really using up quite a bit of his ERS here. Down at 13th right now, but the race is not over. Smith Pell getting overtaken by Cake Thomas. Cake Thomas actually doing it in a I mean, it does offer up quite a few overtaking spots, but it doesn't always happen into turn 1, and Cake Thomas gets it done there. But yeah, Cake Thomas now down to Kit and Petter is a nice little train, and then everyone else who pitted pretty much from 16 down to the rest. But, you know, walls sit very close here in Canada, so it can offer up a safety car, so the race is not over for those that had to get thrown into the pit early as Scavney gets an overtake on J-Cast. Once you take it away here, Ryan Rods is looking fairly close onto Dace now. He might have an overtake coming into the casino straight, or coming through the casino straight.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, one thing that it is over, the Braves did lose to the Mets, as Ryan Rods is going to destroy it down the casino straight. That DRS is and no ERS needed. He's breezing through the Canada wind, the cold, windy nights. Who knows? It might be hot there right now. I'm not sure. Crash can tell you that in a minute. Ford looking close on Jacker. What a send into 13. Makes Jacker get all wonky out of 14. And Killer XL all over the gearbox of the Australian. What can he do? Into turn 1. The outside. And hey, boys, keep it safe. Don't bite. I think he's got that move done.
Yeah, he did. That was a really good move by Killer XL. Jacko gave absolute minimal space for Killer there, but he was very brave and very skillful in getting that done.
I think those softs are dead, though. I think he does need to come to pits.
Yeah, Cake Thomas is closing that gap quite a bit onto him. Ooh, or it was coming down there for a second. But yeah, I think you're right. I imagine Jacko, and he already says that he's low on fuel. Maybe actually under-fueling his car as well.
Yeah, see the only one low on fuel? Actually, Kitten Petters also has that red light. So 2 drivers that need to do a little fuel saving. We'll have to wait and see what comes of that. If we get a safety car or not, we might. You never know. Let's see if Jacko dives into the pits on this lap. As he comes down the casino straight. He will go into the pits. He will not. Stays out another lap. And going to the back half of the field. Have we got anybody within a overtake position? I guess Mitch Burns come out of the World Championship chicane. Actually,
oh, Smith Pell.
Thank you. Smith Pell making it. And through 2. They're going to try and make it 3 wide. Unfortunately, it won't happen. And then when it's all said and done, a little bit of wheel bang in there. And through the 3 and 4 be nice, boys. What a move by Mitch Burns, but Smith Pell is not happy about that one. I'll tell you that he's going to try and overtake him again. He's actually under pressure from the Williams of Tiger NASCAR. And it looks like everything has settled down, and Mitch does get the place on Smith Pell. So we'll have to see it. I think this is Mitch's home race.
So Mitch has just slowly been picking off positions. We have to remember a couple laps ago getting Impossible Bacon. Now Smith Pell, and he's going to have DRS now on Cake Thomas, with Cake Thomas not having any. So Mitch is now making these mediums quite useful. We see our trio coming through the Wall of Champions chicane. Dace right on the back of Ryan Rods here. I don't think he's going to offer up an overtake right now. Potentially saving it.
Jose Miguel coming into turn 1. Will he send it? Oh, he's going to send it. Jose, leave this. Oh my, what a defensive move there from Jose Miguel. That move will not happen today, but Mitch Burns trying to make another move on Cake Thomas. Speaking of the man, he's going to deliver for you. On those mediums, that extra grip, get on the power a little earlier. Can't make a move through 2. And everything else has calmed down. Something to note, Jose Miguel, 4.4 seconds behind Scornsy, Dace, and Ryan Rods. They're in the top 3 little train, and they broke it off. So I'll be interested to see what the strategy call here is from all 3 of those, especially Dace and Scornsy, since they're on the same tire compound when they come in.
Oh, here we go. Mitch Burns now coming at Cake. Into 6, gets the job done, but actually Cake looks... Oh, that's too bad. He looked like he was going to switch him back there. And we might have a little bit of a DRS battle, I think it was. And now Cake just launches it through the turn, and Mitch Burns getting a little bit heavy. And now Smith Pell looking to get a couple of spots here. But Mitch Burns actually misses out on the DRS. Forward and Matt Rosie up in 6th and 5th as Matt Rosie actually comes into the pit. Matt Rosie retires. Oh, that is terrible. I'm really hoping that everything is okay there, but now we're back on this massive train. with Mitch Burns being overtaken by Smith, Pell, Impossible Bacon looking up the inside line into turn 1 on Tiger NASCAR and around the outside. He's trying to get the job done, but Tiger NASCAR does a good job in defense, putting the car in the best position that it can be placed. Yellow flag in Sector 1. That's going to be Matt Rosie's car exiting the pit. You got to love that annoying glitch. But here we go. Ryan Rod's still yet to shake Dace. Dace has kind of increased his ERS a little bit here, but Ryan Rods hasn't been stressed out all too much on it either. There's quite a bit of storylines happening here.
Yeah, most definitely. Scornsy is also all over the gearbox of Dace. So I think Scornsy has a little bit more pace right now than Dace on the hards. Dace actually has deployed 10 more of that ERS, so
he picked up a penalty. When did that happen?
I'm not sure. I was focused on Matt Rose there for the last half lap, so maybe that's when that happened. We'll have to wait and see. So Jose, that gap has gone over 5.5 seconds now. You do not like that if you're Ford 23. I was about to say EDA Ford, but that name change did happen.
Yeah, Jose Miguel's doing really good for the Alpines in recall here today. He's sitting in the top 5 for a Division 2 driver. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, especially running with somebody like Ford, who is a D1 driver now, and trying to put the pressure on to Jose Miguel as they come through, or they come up to, I should say, 8 and 9. I'm on board with Mitch Burns right now. Again, very close man on track. Has been picking off people left, right, and center. Speaking of center, Monaco Jr. hit a home run today to dead center field.
Do you want to do me a favor here quick? Can you check how many warnings that Ryan Rods and Scornsy have?
I will do that for you every day.
Because I'm kind of curious, because like you said before, knock on wood, Scornsy did struggle last time we were here. Now forward, looking really close onto Jose Miguel, was within a tenth, but the Wall of Champions chicane was just close enough to help out Jose Miguel there, and forward's not going to be able to get him this time. Scornsy now, so very close onto the back of Dace. Maybe I might want to try and get through him at one point here, but yeah, sorry. You got it there, Shelly?
Yeah, so Dace is actually the last person to get a warning, so I think we were off track with Matt Rosie when that happens. Ryan Rods has 2, and Scornsy 1. So Ryan could push him a little bit more early on those mediums. Speaking of mediums, it's lap 13, folks, and they've got a pit eventually, so we'll have to wait and see when he pits off of that medium set of tires. We got Ford on Jose Miguel still. That's still a ongoing story.
We have to remember that, especially at Hungary, I don't know how much it comes into play here. And Ryan Rods, Scornsy actually lets off the throttle a little bit there. Maybe he could have had something on Dace, but he's actually just kind of sitting back and hovering. I feel like maybe these guys need to start putting a little bit of pressure on Ryan Rods here.
Bacon gets Tiger NASCAR. Oh, never mind. Tiger NASCAR and Lanzi both get Bacon out of 10. He got a very bad run. But Bacon's actually going to make a run back at Lanzi into the World Championship game. Bacon says, I'm all right. And it kind of brake checks Kittenpetter a little bit. I'm sure he won't be happy about that.
Oh.
There's a 3-second time penalty out of all that madness.
Ouch.
We got a yellow flag.
Oh, that Scavney spun.
Aston Martin, my apologies. Yeah, Scavney around, not a good showing from the Pittsburgh. And oh my God, we have rain.
Yeah, we have rain. See, I thought so. I thought we might have, but how much is it going to come down here? And now it's going to get absolutely crazy because you have all these drivers. The mediums can probably go a little bit longer. These hards can definitely go a lot longer. How much is the rain going to come down, and who is going to risk it? Oh my goodness.
Arrow would be the first one in, especially on 12-lap softs. I'm not even sure how those are still.
Maybe the guys starting on softs thought that the rain might have come a little bit sooner. But now, here we go. Scornsy looking to get up into P2, and Dace, oh my God, nearly walls him there.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be too happy about that if I'm Scornsy.
No, not at all.
Pushed me pretty hard there in the wall.
Yeah.
Or not yet, but you know what I mean. I can't. Words are hard. Smith Pelda on Kate Thomas into the World Championship chicane, and
cannot get to slow down.
Who else we got? Oh, we got Arrow and Edwin battling back there for P15. We got Kittenpetter battling with Impossible Bacon, who has made a mistake through the wall championship chicane.
Oh, Mitch Burns looking deep around the outside. And on Tiger NASCAR, I think he spun. Yeah, he has.
He's around.
And, oh, goodness. Okay, so here we go. We got Edwin into the pit. What is he going to do?
Oh, he's going on inters.
He's going on the inters.
So maybe that's why Tiger NASCAR spun. Maybe a little bit of slick track going.
Here we go. Now we have the leaders that are going to come around. Now this is going to get crazy here. Oh, Smith Pell spun as well. Days overshoots turn 10. Scornsey does not want to. And we have a safe VSC? I didn't see that.
You have to look at the little.
It's a full-on safety car. We have a full safety car.
Wow, that's just going to put a wrench in the plan for Edwin, and that's going to put a wrench in the plan for everybody that's starting on cars. These mediums are going to get bailed out by the rain.
We'll see. Edwin should be able to pick up a couple positions here, actually. He might be able to catch some drivers. And yeah, Days picks up a penalty, speeding in pit lane. Scornsey takes it very pedestrian. Does not want to get that penalty. And Ryan Rods has opted for the inters. Inters are just going to be... Yeah, and we have to think as well, even with it's raining, even though it's not raining too hard, we're not going to have the amount of cars coming through and being able to dry up the track that fast. So the track is just going to get wetter with the safety car as well.
Yeah. So everyone going on inters here.
Cake stayed out on the hards. Huh?
Yikes.
Excuse me?
In the rain, I could see Sobs maybe pushing Sobs. Jose Miguel or Ed Jack was still out on the mediums.
Oh my goodness.
Fellas,
what do these guys know that we don't?
Scavney and Jcast are staying out on those. Well, actually, Jcast is in. Scavney is staying out on 13 level mediums. I don't know why you're staying out here. Everybody else is on inters. Just go with the flow here. Don't make it more complicated on yourself.
Dude, what if they just made like an absolute god call? I don't think so because there's a lot of rain on this circuit. But what if like the rain just goes like, it's off, it's done, track dries up in a second, everyone needs to come back in the pits. These guys are 40 seconds down the road.
Yeah, that's also a thing, but here's the other thing. A lot of things going on.
It's still raining.
It's still raining, and Cake needs to pit no matter what still. So
yes,
Cake,
true.
Scabby needs to pit, and Scabby has pit, but I don't think those teams are going to make it. And Jackos might barely make it, speaking that he's a tired wizard. We'll have to wait and see.
Yo, wizard.
Cake, nope. Is Jacko going to go in?
Yeah,
yes.
Jacko comes in. Cake stays out. Cake is absolutely banking that the rain, does it look like it's slowing up?
It looks very heavy in Sector 2 and not very heavy anywhere else.
Oh my god. If the rain just stops like in a heartbeat and Cake is just able to survive, ooh.
Yeah, Cake would have to still pit though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think you're right. It does look heavy in Sector 2. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but...
Yeah, it looks real heavy onto now.
Cake has got some nuts, man. He's got some absolute cojones.
Scavney is in on those inters.
I think we might go around the circuit once more.
Cake is power slapping, folks. I don't like this chance.
Yeah.
This is Canada. If Cake had a snap of oversteer, this is going to be awful for everybody behind him.
Dude, what a call here by Cake. He at least has that little dry portion underneath the bridge there.
Yeah. He does gain about 2 100ths of a second there.
Cake needs this rain to just stop now, like yesterday. Is he gonna come into the pit though? Like, what is he doing? He is taking it so slow around the corners.
He's got to come in, or
no, I think so. He has to. At this point, like, yeah, you're hooped. You took the risk, and it didn't work out.
I think he's trying to warm him up. I think he's realizing that he can't.
Yeah, the rain looks harder too, and like I said, yeah, he's into the pit.
Yeah, thank you, words for that one. The good man above tap take on the shoulder said, "Don't do that."
Yeah, and now he's got to try and catch the safety car because I imagine the safety car is going to be in this lap because everyone's going to be caught up.
Yeah, I like to hear what Cake's mind process was throughout that. Not sure why he didn't pit on the first or second chance. Third chance he comes in. Still going to come out ahead of Scabney. Tough race for Scabney down there. It's fun and damage early on. Actually, he's going to battle out of the pits for position with JCast. He's going to get that place. No, wait. He will.
Oh, he does get the position.
Beats JCast out of the pits. I'm sure JCast is PISSED pissed about that one.
So he's got 2 lap fresher softs in comparison to a lot of other drivers here. Like you mentioned before, the safety car kind of sewered Edwin a little bit. The safety car will be in this lap, and we're about to get back into it. But yeah, this is gonna be a little crazy going into turn 1. We'll see. We'll see how these tires hold up.
Did you mean softs or inters when you said that?
Inters.
I thought you said softs.
I didn't even think. Did I mention a tire compound?
You know, I think you did. But,
we did. Oh goodness.
You know what? We're just gonna go with the flow, kind of like the rain, kind of like Dace in the rain. Don't forget Monaco last season.
Yeah, Dace has got that very important 5-second penalty here.
Oh, he won here last season too.
Ryan Rods is already just... Okay, he looked like he was actually just piecing. Okay, this is going to get dangerous now because Ryan Rods broke off. But, okay, looks like everyone's okay.
Hold your horses, folks.
Here we go. Through the World Champion chicane.
He's on.
Go green. Ryan Rods leading 3/4 of a second ahead of Dace here. The option to start on the softs has come to fruition for him. Penalty to Smith Pell. Everyone seems to be taking it very gentle through turn 1 here. Only one overtake, that being Edwin on Jonathan Dunk. And then Jonathan Dunk punts him through the turn and then looked like he was going to take that position back, but maybe kind of knew that was wrong. But here we go. Now, did people maybe pick a specific wet weather setup? I think this is where we're going to find out.
Yeah, this is where we find out Smith Pell again past Dunk down there for 15th, and Bacon battling with Kitten Putter for 10th. Lansing and Tiger NASCAR battling for 8th. A little bit of battles going on in the early stages of the wet weather race here in Canada. I think they expected the rain to come sooner. I think that's why Jack was starting on softs. So I can now put that together.
Yeah, I agree.
Big thoughts. We have Edwin looking at Arrow. Arrow looking at El Majaco. Look at that little back there. Tiger NASCAR is actually pretty close to Michelle, and Michelle is burning that battery.
Scornsy is so very close on Dace. I don't think Dace has a wet setup, but actually Ryan Rods, I think he might have actually picked one here because he's already opened up 2 seconds on Dace and Scornsy, and it doesn't even look like Scornsy has what it takes to pass Dace right now. Yellow flag in Sector 3. That's JSR Edwin.
Oh, that's not a good look. Yeah,
and a VSC? Yeah. No, another full safety car.
Wow. Yeah. An Alfa Romeo and a Ferrari winning. I think that's Smith Pell and Duncan caught up after the World Championship came. I think a McLaren spun, as you said. Oh my gosh, they're going straight on, and Ken Putter's out of the race. Turn 3 and turn 4, just missed his braking point. The safety car.
What?
Did you see?
No.
Go down to Edwin. Oh, he already passed him. Yeah, Chad's out.
I didn't see it. What the hell?
Yeah, just locked up. Went straight in the wall.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll give him a hard time about that one later. So lap 20, full safety car. Yeah, just locked up and went on. I'm not sure what that thought process was. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I have no idea. Unfortunately, I did not get to see it.
Oh, trust me, I did. You know something we haven't done? That's a good idea. I might should work later. Get like in a party with a couple of drivers a week and interview them mid-race. I don't think that'd fly very well with many people, but if someone would volunteer to do it.
Yeah, I know. That would be really fun, but it'd be tough.
I think you did that, right? Or was it Hotspot? One of you.
Hotspot did that.
Yeah, one of you had the radios come across, and it was incredible. So
Yeah.
maybe he will be after. I think that might be what it is. I don't know. But he does do a good job with it. So shout out doing the lower divisions, and he'll be up in D1 a few times this season. But
shout out Hotspot, indubitably.
Yeah, puts a lot of effort into those videos. A lot more than we do. We just sit here and ramble for about an hour and a half and get a couple Twitch donations, a couple Twitch emotes.
Yeah,
so you can
we just hang out.
Yeah. Imagine if the rain was Ray's energy. This track would be a different color.
Oh my goodness, lap records would be broken constantly. Hards would be soft, softs would be super softs.
You could run with no tires.
Yeah. Dace would just have fins on his car.
Can't breathe in that Ray's energy.
Yeah.
It's not good for fish.
Dace's car would have gills. Well, if you look, they actually kind of have gills.
Yeah, Dace is a fish.
Dace is a fish. That is correct. Can we get a good look at this Ferrari here? It kind of has gills. You can see it there.
I count that as gills.
Those are definitely gills. Now, this is extreme.
Yeah, I was going to say, through turn 2, the rain is pouring.
Yeah, it's absolutely coming down here. Now, is anyone going to come in? Okay, there we go. Cake Thomas, Jonathan Dunk, Smith Pell, Edwin. You got nothing to lose at this point. Might as well. Yeah, they're coming in for the hards, or the wets.
The hards are on.
Oh, actually, Smith Pell, new Fred. No, sorry, wets. And Edwin serving the time penalty, and he's going to come on for wets as well. Okay, now things are getting really crazy here.
If Edwin and Co. Catch up, they might have made the $1 million call. The safety car may not go around for another lap, and they will have the tire advantage because it is pouring. And one thing I just noticed, the safety car does not have windshield wipers.
Oh.
But they have them on there, but they're not working.
This game is so broken. Okay, now
Yeah.
I just had a thought here. Unless the rain slows down, right now fastest lap is sitting with Aero Racing Design. And obviously with the rain, that will go untouched.
Yeah.
He's actually the only driver to put a lap into the 112s.
Yeah, I think that'll say that way unless it dries up, which I hate to break it to you. I don't think it's going to.
Okay, well, we have a moment. I'm grabbing a beer.
Grab a beer. And nobody else going in the pits as of now. Go down the order. Crash grabs a beverage. I'll watch another Haas go in the pits. That's Jake Ass. And he's the only driver to throw on the west. Edwin's still playing catch-up from where he was after he served that penalty. Safety car will be in this lap, I believe. And what Crash ground a beer will go to the old penalty situation. Still with 3 seconds, Mitch Burns, 3 second time penalty, and Jonathan Dunk. With 6 seconds of time penalties, we got Smith Pell and Edwin. And with 8 seconds of time penalties, we have Dace and we have Lanzi. So Dace upping that penalty pretty good. You'll love to see it. And hey, I think they're going to catch up to the safety car, so I think we will be in this lap. And hey, you love to see it. Since Crash is still grabbing a beer, big losers, 10 places both ways. Bacon's up 10, and Scavney, no, not Scavney, Aero Racing Design, he's down 10. Actually, no, my bad. Killer XL up 11. Those are your winners and losers. These guys trying to get heat into those enters and wets, respectfully. We do not discriminate the wet tire compound here.
There you go. You have the confirmation there. Safety car is in this lap. Okay.
Also, Crash did successfully grab a beer. Love to see.
The beer has been acquired.
Speaking of something, I'd like to see Acuna hit a home run tonight. Eat that drought. And Ronald sent one into the apple in New York. So, love to see it. Ryan Rod's speeding up and slowing down. Don't do that when people are stacked up against you, because you might get a few acts in the chat later saying that you were not so nice things. They are struggling to come through the wall championship.
Oh, Dace is right on the back of him.
Oh my.
How many people are going to be hip checking the chicane coming through? It looks like some are actually Tiger NASCARs into the pit. Oh my god.
Cake is all the way up to the 12th. These wet guys are flying. Or just Cake, my bad. Oh.
No, I'm on board with Cake here. We got to ride him out, and he looks far more aggressive.
Incoming Cake Thomas win.
Oh, Jonathan Dunk actually gets the overtake, and Jonathan Dunk's looking crazy here. He is way outbreaking. He even outbreaks. He almost outbreaks himself, but he's looking so good.
Past Arrow in the back half of the field, getting past Scavney down there. And Dunk's actually going to go wheel to wheel with Elma Jacko. Don't spin. And he gets that move done easily. I think the Wets are far more faster right now.
Oh my god.
I think the Pitman's going to be about 25 seconds here. What he just...
Dude, Jonathan, he's just blowing past people. And Cake's following him through.
This could be an incredible podium that I did not see coming at
Look
all.
at Cake. Cake's going through as well. Jonathan Dunk up another position. This is just... Are we going to see these leaders come in? What is going to happen? Is it going to dry up at all? But these wets are just looking like softs. Dace actually goes through on Ryan Rods. What happened to Ryan Rods? Jonathan Dunk's in 7th place.
I don't know, but Dace decides to go, and he is going. No, he's not going in. Ryan Rods, he is in.
Ryan Rods and Scornsy both into the pit.
Miller's not in. Dunk's definitely not in. Miguel with a 5-second. Mitch Burr's not in. Cake's not in. Who's in? Lancey's in, Bacon's in, and Jacko's staying out. I'll have to watch Arrow and Scavney down there. Scavney actually clobbered.
Yellow flag in Sector 3. What happened?
Somebody's around, and I think that might have been Lancey. No, Lancey's in the pits, but I saw somebody was turning around.
Dude, Jonathan Dunk's almost caught Dace already.
He has. He's pretty much there. In 2 seconds, he's already on the back of Ford.
Dude, he's just...
That's screwed.
He's absolutely just picking everyone off right now.
And guess what? There's still 10 laps to go.
These guys need to... I don't know why they didn't pit. Huge risk. Huge risk for these drivers that did not pit.
Come on, Cake. Let's see a Cake Thomas podium tonight. Getting past Killer XL all the way up into 5th. And Dunk's already closed a 2nd within like 4 corners of Case up there.
Oh,
and I think
Cake's got Jose in here. But we have to remember as well that Dunk has a 3-second time penalty and Cake does not. Aero Racing Design picks up one.
And Dunk's going to get Dace pretty convincing on the Casino Straight. Kind of flashback to Bacon there. And Cake's him get past Ford. Oh my gosh. Dude.
And look at Ryan Rods and Scornsy are so far down now.
I think this definitely is the difference between wet setups and dry setups. I don't think Smithville has a wet setup on. I think he has a dry setup. JCast actually a battle with him through the World Championship chicane, and that's a forced penalty there. So I have to wait and see. Guess what? Ford, Dace, nobody else pit besides Arrow. Arrow's the only inter guy in for wets. I don't know what you're thinking here if you're staying out on the inters.
Oh, Scornsy and Ryan Rods, they're so very close. Scornsy's trying to get through Ryan Rods as well as the McLaren Elma Jacko stuck on these inters, and Scornsy almost had him. Oh, Ryan Rods gets a huge snap of oversteer. Now Scornsy goes through. Scornsy gets the overtake on Ryan. Jacko is really struggling on these. And now Scornsy's struggling. And now Ryan Rods goes back through on Scornsy.
Oh my gosh.
And if you're...
a gap up there, it's almost 4 seconds, and Cake's on the back of Dunk.
Smith Pell getting through on Mitch Burns. I mean, there you go. Cake through now on Dace.
That's Scavney out. That's out of turn 3-4, and that isn't turn 4. Is that full, or is that just a VSC? I gotta wait to find a little marker. That's a full. Oh, how unfortunate for Cake and Dunk. Full safety car here. And that's gonna put the...
what?
Oh.
That is so tough.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Lap 26, full safety car.
Yeah, that is really poor timing there for those two guys. They had...
hang out. What are you doing? Guys, a bit for the wets.
Maybe they might get a call that the rain could stop here. The safety car is probably going to go until lap 30. If
3 seconds.
Scornsy picks up a 3-second penalty.
Oh my gosh.
I need to look at the race director here. How many does... You said Ryan Rods has 2, but...
It's 2 in the dry and has not have a penalty yet. Has not picked one up in the wet.
1, 2.
Jake has the drive-through and Tiger NASCAR spun around turn 2. What is happening?
Oh my god, yeah, still. It is.
I'm going on the wets. I don't know. It seems like the rain might have lightened up a little bit.
I think it has.
Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure it has. It is definitely not raining nearly as hard as it just was a few laps ago.
Now this could be detrimental now for the people on the wets.
Don't play games with my heart like this. Ugh.
Okay, this is just like absolute anarchy. Cake without a penalty, Forward without a penalty, Killer without a penalty. And they're just on, and Cake's on wets, Forward and Killer on inters. Dace has uber amount of penalties here. He's sitting with 8. 2 drive-through penalties to JCast and to Tiger NASCAR. Ryan Rod's sitting with 2 warnings, no penalties. Scornsy has just picked up a penalty. And sorry, what happened?
Dunkey's in the pits.
Dunk's in the pit. He's going to be thrown on the inters. Oh, goodness gracious, that safety car absolutely murdered it. And so, yeah, he must know that it is not going to be viable for the rest of the race, are the wets. And Dunk loses what could have been a potential race win with an unfortunate safety car from Scavney. That just is killer.
Speaking of Killer XL up there in P4.
He's got a chance for the win here.
He does have a chance. Dunk is in the best position. Freshest wet tire compound on the track. Would be provisionally, I believe that would be P5 if all these wet guys pit. But it's almost like, I'm not saying we're going to be dry, but it has lightened up considerably.
Yeah, it has. It has gone absolutely. We'll see. It's almost nearly stopped raining.
That's what I'm trying to say. Are these guys going to wait for it to become dry and have like a 3-lap shootout? I could definitely see that coming. I could see somebody gambling on the softs if you're Tiger NASCAR, Jose Miguel, or Aero Racing Design.
So quickly, I've just got the betting odds from Joe's Pool Hall. Thank you, Joe. He's got Forward at plus 300, Killer XL at plus 550, Cake Thomas at as well plus 550, Dace at a whopping plus 900, Ryan Rods as well at a plus 900. So we'll see. So there's your betting odds once again, brought to you by Joe's Pool Hall. Thank you, Joe. We're coming down the casino straight, about to restart after the 3rd safety car in about 10 laps here. It's about to run wild here, Shelly.
I think we have betting odds for every race. You never know. Might be corporate. But guess who's in corporate? Cake's in that corporate position right now. Taking the lead for this race. And the rain, I don't see. Oh, the rain's still coming down.
Oh, and
for XL very early on.
Oh my goodness, that's team against team as well.
Crash, this is like when we said it's about to rain. They're going 3 wide from 2. Ryan Rod slips through J-Cats and Scornsy, and I don't think anybody involved is happy with that one. Oh, Jose Miguel getting a 3-second time. J-Cats battling with Scornsy, keeping him at bay.
Smith actually picks off Ford as well.
What is going on? It's almost stopped raining now. Like, it is definitely lightened up. I know I keep saying this, but I really want to see softs now.
So I think these wets are currently the way to go because they're better to go off of cold. But once these inters heat up and once a track line is able to set, we'll see how much things change and how many laps we'll have left. Because Ryan Rods is currently up in 4th.
Yeah. Not sure what's easier to heat up. Maybe the wets are, maybe they're not. Maybe Ryan Rod's just fucking Ryan Rod's. We don't know. That's my one for the stream. Duncan Bacon bound down at P11, and my PR statement is baking in that move done by Dunk. I apologize. There's a deep drive in the left center field by Castellanos. It'll be a 4-0 ball game. And Scornsy battling with Killer XL. No, that's Killer XL and J-Cast to the World Championship games. Scornsy's going to come through.
Oh yeah, Scornsy kind of piggybacking off of the move of J-Cast there.
And Edwin again past Killer XL. NASCAR is in. Is he going to go on softs? I'm going to monitor that situation.
Okay. So this is we have no idea what is going on here. we just have a guess that the Inters might take over in a lap or two. Right now, Cake has got a 4.5 second gap on Smith Pell. And these wets are definitely the quicker tire right now. That is right now. We'll see, because Scornsy's about to get forward as well, and Scornsy got J-Cast. So now Scornsy is starting to close that gap back down. Still has that 3-second time penalty, though. But we got to remember, keep an eye on Ryan Rods as well. We must remember he does have those 2 warnings.
He's not getting to Smith Pella as nearly as quick as I thought he would. I think Cake Thomas, this could be a Cake win. I've never been here for a Cake win. Has Cake won D1 before?
I don't know. I think he's just podiumed.
Maybe. Jacko and Lancey, McLaren's battling wheel to wheel through turn 10, and Jacko gets the short end of the stick. That is unfortunate. Brian Rod has closed up with the NDRS of Smith Pell. Not that matters right now. Actually, he is all over the back of him. Going in. What happened, Smith? And through turn 1, they make contact. The rear wheel touching the front wheel. And J-Cast.
J-Cast got the disqualification.
Yeah. Ooh, get out of here, J-Cast.
Now Scornsy, he's going to get Dace. Now, currently Scornsy's still sitting in net 3, even with how much quicker Ryan Rods is looking. He's only going to get 1 position on him in the entire Drivers' Championship.
Duncan Lansky battling through 3 and 4, and Lansky takes on what a move. I mean, not a great move, but absolutely sent into the sidewide dunk there. We got Edwin on Ford down towards turn 8. I think Edwin's gonna have that move done. Ford's gonna go around the outside, keep it clean, boys.
Oh.
Yeah, he's forced to go off track for that one. Yeah, keep it forward. No pun intended. And Bacon's going to benefit off that as well. With the DRS activated, is he going to go on Edwin as well? My game is crashed.
Oh, major contact. Impossible Bacon misses the breaking point and punts Edwin through. Now Edwin loses major amounts of positions, and 5 cars are so very tight.
Is there a way you can get me an invite? I don't think you can, actually.
Oh, are you out of the session?
Yeah, I had an error. Wait, hold on. I found Cake's invite. We'll see how well this works. Am I not going to be here for a Cake win? I'd be so sad.
Oh, what?
I might have to watch on the stream. What is this, Codemasters?
When did you get kicked?
Right as Bacon was going to make the move.
Oh, man. Okay, well, we got 3 and change. Message, tag Scavney, Kip Penner, Rosie, see if they can send you one. I can't, unfortunately.
Back in. I think I used Cake's invite.
Oh, nice. All right. Speaking of Cake, he's got 4 seconds to Ryan Rods right now.
Okay, babe.
Scornsy is closing that gap to Smith Pell. I just did check out the current point standings. If Ryan Rods were to finish second here, he would take the overall lead on Scornsy by 3 points, getting a differential of 5 points, finishing second in comparison to what is looking like Scornsy's third. Scornsy leads the Drivers' Championship by only 2 points coming into this race, so things are going to swap all over the place. Cake Thomas looking to try and get a win here. We are so very close. Please don't Murph and Elliott there, Cake. Come on, man.
How that? Lance is actually going to be on the back of Mitch Burns as I returns to the lobby. Oh my gosh, Lance going left, right, and comes back to center. Speaking of center, the ball is center field today. We got Killer XL in the back of Ford. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Close battle, Crash. We need to find one. That's Killer and Ford still.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. Scornsy finally gets Smith Pell here. So it doesn't look like these Inters are going to warm up in time. You do see Stace kind of start closing that gap here. But I guess from the restart, wets were the way to go. So Cake Thomas is still with the 3.5 second gap. Ryan Rods is slowly closing that gap to him, but I don't think he's going to have enough laps. Oh my goodness gracious.
Cake Thomas Fan Club.
Yeah, Cake Thomas Fan Club indeed. Now, maybe we can look back.
Basically, another penalty after 11.
Where's the... Look back at some results here.
I think this will be Cake's first win.
I'm looking back at his last podium. Okay, his last podium was in Saudi Arabia. Race week 9 of last season. But I do believe this is set to be Cake Thomas's. No, first win since Belgium of season 5. I knew he had a win.
Okay.
Belgium of season 5.
2 seasons in the making. About 20 races in between. Oh my gosh. No, more than that. I don't know. What round was Belgium? It might
So
be almost
way back when, it was round 7 so it was the second season of F1 2021. On the podium actually was Matt Rosie and Scavney.
Okay, but what round was it?
Round 7
Of 16?
of 16.
Okay, so that would mean that would have been what?
8, 9,
Not-
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus 10, or plus 8, 16, or wait, no, 9 plus 8, 17, and then this is race 3, so 20 races. What'd you say? Did you say 20?
Folks, I'm here all night. That's me.
It's actually been 20 races since Cake has last won, and he's looking to try and get that done for getting the overtake on Edwin. Dace is actually closing that gap to Smith Pell, so I think these inters are starting to get a little bit more pace here, as he is majorly closing that gap now to Smith Pell.
Come on, Cake. Let's go. Cake fan club, free cake for everybody if he wants. Mitch Burns is on the back. Killer XL right now, coming through 14.
Dace has major penalties though. We'll have to see how much that comes into play at the end of this.
Probably a lot. You know, somebody in the top 7 who doesn't. Impossible Bacon could shoot up and go to about P4 probably.
Yeah, so
Oh, I can see Ryan Rods and Cake's rear view.
definitely he's looking like he's only going to get 5th. A little bit too far. Unless Smith Pell picks up one late penalty, then Impossible's looking like he's going to finish in the top 5, which will get him. He already has hardest charger here.
Oh, Ryan, 4/10 this lap. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be. Around the casino straight we go for the final time in this race. It is wet. It is basically dry now, but the wets are still viable. Second and half gap to Ryan Rollins and Cake Thomas. Everybody's going to hold their breath if he comes through the final chicane here. Doesn't DNF. No time penalty. Cake Thomas going to win the race, baby! There you go, Cake. First win in 20 races. Ryan Rollins going to come on P2. Scorsese, you're going to round out your podium there. Interested to see where Bacon finishes after all this is said and done. Dace gets another 5-second cut. No, never mind. It's for the pits. Where's Bacon going to finish?
It was 5th. Where's Killer XL? Killer XL's looking like he's going to jump up the order here. Up into 9th he goes, and then all the penalties being added. Edwin dropping all the way down to 15th place. Ouch. 4 DNFs made up this lobby. Lancey in his debut in Division 1 did not go the way that he was hoping for, but does get us some points. So not too bad in the end.
Jacko did finish 10th in the end. He was in the back half of the field for most of the race, besides the first couple of laps on those softs. What a race! We went from dry to inters to wets to inters. And some people stayed on the wets, so... Shout out, that driver of the day is Cake Thomas. I don't care what that screen says. We love the kid.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, D of the D is Cake T.
So we're going to get the podium in here, as well as Impossible Bacon with the hardest charger. All right, why don't you go through our podium once more?
Yeah. Cake Thomas, woo! P1. Then Ryan Rod's P2 and Scorsese P3 on the penalty that Smith Pell had there in P4. Impossible Bacon P5, Dace P6, Jose Miguel P7, Ford P8, Killer XL 9th, and Jacko rounds out your top 10. But guess what? Midwest is different, so everybody gets points. Tiger NASCAR 11th, Arrow 12th, I'm going to sneeze, Mitch 13th, Doug 14th, Edwin 15th, Lancey 16th, Scavney 17th, Kitten Petter 18th, 19th is Matt and Rosie, and 20th, JCast, who did get DSQ'd. That is Lancey, Scavney, Kitten Petter, Matt Rosie, or no, Scavney, Kitten Petter, Matt Rosie, and JCast all did not get points from this race because they didn't finish or got DSQ'd. Scavney actually finished 10 laps behind, and I don't know why the game's not counting him as a DNF.
Oh, but there you go. What am I doing? Let's actually get rid of that for a second. There you go. There's the final results for everyone. Cake Thomas once again with the win, and very excited to hear from what Cake has to say in regards to this crazy race. But be sure to tune in next week as Midwest F1 goes back to Monaco Grand Prix. It's going to be a fun one. It always is in the Midwest F1 League. Some people hate it. Some people enjoy it. We don't care either way. It's in the calendar for another season. Only missing out once, I believe.
Right? D1? Yes, no, maybe so.
D1? Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. What?
We're in D1, right?
Yeah, D1.
Making sure the viewers know that Dace won this race last season, and the winner. He won it very convincingly. He got 40 seconds in the rain.
So yeah, be sure to tune in next week as we'll be back in Division 1, and then the week after at Imola, we're going all the way down to Division 3. So that'll be fun. Division 3 at Imola in the following week after Monaco. But we got to get through Monaco first. And it's going to be a fun one, man.
It always is a fun one because it's Monaco.
Monaco Grand Prix. I'm good. Does that mean he's not doing it?
What?
Midnight Monaco as well. Yes. Very true. Midnight Monaco.
The bacon's not coming. We got nobody in the waiting room. This is unfortunate, man.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, I think Cake popped a bottle of champagne outside.
Yeah, Cake's probably already at the strip club celebrating. So here we go. Let's narrate a little bit of Call of Duty here. A BZ in a 1v4 on B side gets picked off from behind. New York Subliners up one map, looking to try and take a 2-0 lead in the series. New York, the hottest team in Major 4 after starting off the season so very poor. They brought it back with the addition of Kismet. This team is looking fairly good. Kismet, of course, not being in the Pro League since Modern Warfare, being in the catacombs of the Challengers and having a really good season with Optic Texas. Now trying to come back. New York Subliners up 3-1. It looks like they're going to try and maybe work B. Kismet gets a little bit over-aggressive, and Abizi picks off with the first blood. Now working P5 map room. He's got another one, Hydra. That's 2. Paul X gets the trade. We have a 2v3. Bomb still in hand for the Subliners. Paul X looking up over fire. We're on board with Sempier as he's bottom church. Now trying to work as much information as he can. Swooping deep around A lane. Can't quite see anything. Looks like A bomb is fairly clear for New York. And maybe trying to clear a little bit more corners before they put this down. But Paul X might get caught out. And yes, he does. Simp picks up the kill. A 1v3 quickly turned into a 0v3. Atlanta FaZe brings it back with another round win. 3-2 for New York. That was pretty good, eh? Hey, Shelly? Hello, Shelly? Oh, Shelly left me.
No,
Yo,
that's broken.
yo.
That's broken.
Yo, chill.
Shelly, did you actually just ditch me?
I didn't ditch you. I came here to talk trash with my 2K team that's crapping on everybody.
Wow.
I think I'm 2-2, but I'll talk. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm actually going to try and drag everyone into the broadcast channel this time because people love to just randomly join this channel. Okay. Shelly, you're good. Ryan Rod's mic check.
Yo.
Yeah, you're good. Impossible.
Wagwan.
Yeah, Cake. Oh, I saw your. Can you just say something again, Cake?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Scorenzy. Oh God, please, Scorenzy. No.
It's always somebody.
Scorenzy.
Yeah, hello?
Oh, try that again. Scorenzy. Please. Oh my God. 1 second. I'm just gonna give him like full permissions.
That's what I had to do last week for Lancey.
Scorenzy, does that work?
I'll try and look into that for you guys.
I just gave him broadcast role. Oh my God, we gotta do it. Okay, Scorenzy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think you gotta do something with like the permissions on that channel.
I don't know. I literally just gave you full permission, so I don't even know. It's obviously you're the problem here, okay? And you need to figure your shit out.
Yeah, that's why it only ever happens with you on this Discord channel.
Okay, whatever. Okay. Let's get into it here. Cake Thomas brings home the second win of his illustrious Division 1 career. All the way back in Belgium was the win. Now taking it to North America, my home Grand Prix to be exact, in Canada, doing it in what was an unbelievably crazy fashion, going and staying on the wets after those got scared and went to the inters. He did not, and he fought through, taking it home. Cake Thomas, what are you feeling right now?
I honestly don't even know. That race was insane. I did not think I had any chance of finishing in the top 15, to be honest with you. So I don't know if you saw, but when that safety car came out and everyone went to the pits for inters, Jeff was still telling me to stay on the dry, so I did. And
Jeff's a fucking
one lap into the
idiot.
safety car. Oh, I know. He's a dumbass. I'm never listening to him again. But I thought I just threw away a top 10 for sure. And then the race just kind of came to me there, and I was super nervous at the end with Ryan and Mystic hunting me down, but I was luckily able to hold it off.
That you did. Sorry, I got completely dog-brained there and completely distracted by an idea. We're gonna get more into this interview in a second. But F1, if you're watching, at actual race week weekends, do a Punch Jeff booth. Make one of those punching things and put Jeff's face on it. You'll make so much money from anyone who plays this game. Come on, that is brilliant. Cake, you'd sauce a 5 to just punch Jeff in the head.
Oh yeah, I did throw a 20 down.
It's just oh my God, it makes so much money. It's beautiful. But okay, man. So I'll ask one more question, and then I'll kick it to Shelly here. So in regards to surrealism, as well as feel good, I guess, for lack of a better term, where does this one rank in comparison to your win in Belgium?
I would say this one is way more satisfying, and also it was just in the moment. It was way I would say intense, just because in Belgium the race just kind of came. There was a late safety car, and I just made a split decision to stay out, and I knew I only had to hold off the field for 2 laps. But in this one, it was more like a little less than half the race. I had to try to stay ahead, and then also at the same time I was asking for weather updates, and he kept saying that the inters were faster, so it was definitely very satisfying to win tonight for sure. I would say it was a better win than Belgium was.
Oh, awesome. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Oh, all right, Shelly, take it away.
So, do you feel like this was overdue, Cake? Do you think 20 races was a little bit too long to wait for your next win?
Yeah, I honestly thought I was going to get it last year in Saudi Arabia, but I didn't end up having the pace in the end to get by. I think it was Meeb guy. He was in the Haas, I think. But the last couple of races I haven't been doing too well, so I haven't really been expecting, to come in and fight for podiums and wins. I was really honestly just aiming for a top 10 tonight, but there has been races scattered in between those 20 that I definitely felt like I had the pace to win, just you couldn't put it together, so...
Well, yeah, fair enough. I'll kick it back to Crash. And congratulations, Cake Thomas. You are the champion. Or you're the winner, not the champion.
You won a race.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, well done again, man. What was I gonna ask you? Yeah, honestly, I feel like now I'd say you should be definitely. I think you already kind of said it, but I feel like the lobby in comparison for this race was a lot tougher than it was for your Belgium race.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, this one would mean a little bit more. Now you saw Jonathan Dunk absolutely working his way, just piercing through the pack there. Like that was unbelievable what he was doing. On those wets, and you were just trying to follow him, and you were even doing an amazing job. And honestly, if Jonathan Dunk wasn't there, we would be talking about it like as if you were doing it. But Jonathan Dunk was on another level when he was making those moves.
Yeah, he was sailing through the field.
Yeah, what was kind of going through your mind when you're just seeing him just pick off drivers, and then obviously you're kind of making your way through it as well, and then him coming into the pit? What was your thought process there?
Well, when I first saw him cutting through, I knew I definitely made the right choice of tire because I was still on the fence when that safety car was starting if the wets were actually going to be that much of a difference or not. So I knew I made the right decision seeing him fly through the field like that. And then I was honestly really surprised that he boxed. I thought for sure he would have stayed out, but it was good for me because I didn't have to attempt to pass him or stay within 3 seconds. It made my job a lot easier just trying to keep that gap to Ryan behind and stay out of trouble, trying to keep the car on the track.
Yeah, fair enough, man. I mean, like you did a great job. You obviously chose the right strategy. Well overdue, and good to see that you got back up on the top step again. But yeah, going into Monaco next week, so best of luck there, and we'll see. Maybe you can make it a back-to-back because no one knows what the hell's going to happen at Monaco.
I'm definitely going for it. Monaco's one of my favorite tracks.
Hey, love to hear it, man. Good stuff. Best of luck the rest of the season, and I'm rooting for the Red Bull team here for Constructors Championship. Don't tell anyone though.
Thank you. I am too.
Sounds good. All right, so it was Cake Thomas. Thank you again for tuning in. Congratulations as well on your second career win in Midwest Division 1, that is. But there we go. On to Ryan Rods, picking up another podium. 3 podiums in 3 straight races. That is what you call a streak, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I mean, are you a little disappointed with how it kind of turned out for you, Ryan, even though you picked up a P2? Do you feel like there's more there?
Yes, definitely. I saw Cake like when the first safety car came out. It was starting to get wet, and he was on the hards, and I was like, "What is he doing?" And then I got word he switched to the wets, and he just kept the car there.
Yeah.
And in the final laps, I just tried to catch him, and I was catching, but ran out of laps. Very unfortunate.
Unfortunate for you, fortunate for some. One being, I'm going to say, Scornsy, as he did not have a great... Well, I'm not going to say he didn't have a great race. He had a good race for how he describes his track in his ability. Now, you end up taking over the Drivers' Championship win, or the Drivers' Championship lead, sorry. And going into Monaco next week, you're hoping to kind of build off on that. I mean, like you said, you were disappointed with how this race turned out. But going into Monaco, do you think you can take a little bit of momentum still finishing in a P2?
Did he lag out for anyone else?
Did I lag out?
Yes.
Okay, what was the last thing I said?
Monaco.
Okay, so even though you finished P2, are you still going to try and use that as momentum going into next week?
I mean, I hope so. I don't think I'm gonna build on it. I think we're gonna Scornsy and I are like gonna switch Drivers' Championship lead like during the whole season. I don't think either of us is just gonna run away with it.
Okay, fair enough. Shelly, you still there?
Yeah, we're chilling. I had the leave call button twice somehow in the interview. So, yeah.
Okay, we'll ask a question to Ryan there, Shelly.
Oh, yeah. I was a little confused there. But hey, Ryan Rods, P2. Did you think that that you had any chance to win this race, or do you think Dace had it in the bag?
I think I had it in the bag. It's just once I got past him, like I was able to keep him there because I was faster in the corners and in the straights until the last chicane. But you can't overtake at the last chicane, so it's just I could have held him there. And in the wet, I was running away with the lead, and then the safety car came in. So like, I was just screwed.
Yeah. You were kind of screwed when you put him in 2K. Curry was overpowered. Thank you, Ryan Ruggs. Good luck on your championship fight, and you will not beat me in 2K because I have Steph Curry. Good night.
And Al Horford, and Donovan Mitchell, and I don't know, but
where did the Switzerland flag come from tonight?
I put it as a joke, I guess. The world flag is just kind of boring, and there isn't a Puerto Rico flag, so just whatever.
I was right.
Oh, okay. Well, now we know. Yeah. But okay. So Monaco, and then Imola, and then what's the next one after that? Monaco, Imola, then Belgium. How do those 3 tracks sound for you?
Horrible.
Oh.
Absolutely horrible.
Uh-oh.
Scornsy's gonna run away with the lead. Those 3 races. Just, I suck at those tracks.
Okay, well, we'll see. Well, we've got a little bit of insight going into that one, so I'm sure we'll at least talk to you at least one of those 3 races. You've got the pace no matter where it is, man. So, still, well done on the P2. I know you're a little bit disappointed, but you got the second most points that you could possibly get, so be proud for what it was.
Yeah, I remember Shelly saying, "Damn you, I hope you get P3." I think he meant P2. It's been 3 consecutive P2s. Just, I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse, but man, it's kind of annoying, I guess. It's P2. Can I complain?
I mean, you shouldn't, but I get where you're coming from. I mean, you're the best loser.
That hurts.
Well, I mean, it's just facts. I mean, you're the best of those that didn't win for 3 straight races.
That's tough, man. Gotta live with that.
Oh God! But yeah, you got a win coming here soon. You're freaking you're fast as all hell. So
Ryan Rogers is washed.
Oh, once we get into your tracks.
Whoa. That's a term that I can throw around, but not you.
Yeah, I'm in the booth. Are you?
Yeah, no, Everyone in the booth is washed, but that's why we come to the booth, because we're washed and we can still talk shit. Yeah. But okay, anywho, well done again, Ryan Rods. Best of luck the rest of the next tracks, and I'm assuming, like I said, we'll be talking to you very soon, so good luck until that point. All right. Scornsy.
Yeah.
P3, man. I mean, you got to be content with that. You only came 1 position behind Ryan Rods in this race. Like, not too much wrong with that result for you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy. I'm very happy with my result, to be honest with you. I mean, it honestly feels like a damn race win around here for me, because this track is usually, I dislike it so much. I don't enjoy it. I am super inconsistent with it. Like, I have glimpses of pace around here, but it's just, it always gets messed up with like a slight little mistake or getting a dumb penalty. So, yeah. Couldn't hook up a quali lap, unfortunately. Was way off of the pace that I had been doing in terms of like practice qualies, but oh well. Had a pretty decent start. Had nowhere to kind of go though. Was able to hold position, and then from there just kind of get into a rhythm. I was holding back a bit, just kind of hoping for something to happen between Ryan and Dace, but everything was pretty tame. So then we all just kind of ended up, playing follow the leader for a while throughout the race. And yeah, once we got onto the inters, man, that was rough. That was definitely rough at first, and I was so scared that I was gonna get some damage, because I remember last time we raced around here, I slightly tapped one of the barriers and had some damage the rest of the race, which was super rough in the wet. Luckily that didn't happen. And then, yeah, once that other safety car happened, man, I honestly thought about pitting like 2 laps sooner. like two laps sooner. But I seen that Ryan was staying out, and I was like, I don't know, man. I like my engineer keeps telling me it's wet. It's looking like it's getting worse. I think it is time, but then I was like, what if somehow, some way, I end up making the wrong call? I'm just gonna follow these guys and just see what they do, you know? So, yeah. Kind of wish I would have gotten a little bit sooner, but man, that was a fun race all around, though.
Yeah, I mean everything's 2020 in the past, right? So I mean, no, honestly, that's not the worst decision in the world. Just to kind of stick with Ryan and just understand where your strengths are and just taking as close of a gap to him as possible. So I mean, in a perfect world, yeah, you would have pitted and maybe come home with the race win. But I mean, it is what it is. Still, very.
Yeah, even then, I mean, the goal was always a podium here, so I honestly don't even like. It doesn't bother me. I'm happy with it. Good points. Honestly, even next race, like the start of this season has been, it's like worst possible scenario for me in terms of like how the tracks are for me. But once we get past Monaco, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. There's some good tracks.
Okay, so the first 3 races of the season, it's gone Edwin with the win, Ryan Rod second, Scornsy third. Then Scornsy with the win, Ryan Rod second, Days third. Now we see Cake Thomas with the winner, Ryan Rod second, Scornsy third. Now, if everything were trending in the way that it's going, you're going to win next week. Ryan Rods is going to come second, and then someone else who hasn't podiumed this year is going to come into the podium. So, Shelly, why don't we take our quick predictions here? Who do you think's going to podium? Who do you think's going to come in third next week?
Ryan Rhodes.
No, that's no. You didn't.
Honestly, I think we're gonna have a new winner next week.
Oh,
Shady, what is wrong with you?
Hey, Ryan Rhodes will be a new winner of the season. Does that count?
I definitely.
you seeing the
tell you right now, I'm definitely
Ryan
not
Rhodes
gonna win
lost!
Monaco.
Yeah.
Definitely not gonna win Monaco. Next week is same kind of mindset. Just go for a podium or top 5, I guess. But podium is a goal. Just damage limitation.
I'm gonna predict Scornsy, Ryan Rods, Matt Rosie, and
No Dace? No Dace? What this?
no, because Dace is already podium. It has to be someone different. We're going.
No.
It goes Scornsy third, Scornsy first, Scornsy third, Scornsy first. Ryan Rods second across the board, and then a different person to fill in that spot. It's gonna.
I say Days winning.
Oh, by the way, real quick, before it gets any later into the interview, I just want to say massive congrats to Cake as well. One hell of a drive. I was pretty surprised when he ended up staying out and all that, but then I figured what he was doing now, or figured out what he was doing, and man, what a master plan. Good stuff, man.
Thanks, mate. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, one hell of a drive. Love to see it.
So now I feel like Scornsy next week, if it is actually sitting Scornsy, Ryan Rods, and then Matt Rosie, you're gonna purposely crash yourself out just so I'm not right. Does that sound like that would happen?
No,
I hope so.
At least not intentionally.
Ryan Rhodes lost.
I have a sense that might happen.
We might, Ryan, I don't know though. Ryan might get Edwin to drink some more mojitos, and then who knows? He might send a nuke my way or something. In Monaco, he'll just nuke me coming out of the tunnel or something.
That's actually a sick name, a mojito nuke.
A mojito nuke.
That's actually nuts. All right, anywho. Okay, we still need to get on to Impossible here. So, Scornsy, very well done. Shelly, do you have any questions for him?
No, just Ryan Rhodes is washed.
Okay, there we go. But yeah, well done again, Scornsy. Quickly, Pork Chops predicts it's actually going to be Jonathan Dunk coming in third next week, so we'll keep an eye on that one. But yeah, any last words there, Scornsy, before we get into the interview with Impossible?
No, just thanks, guys. Massive congrats to the rest of the podium. One hell of a battle, Ryan, especially in the second half there. That was fun, coming through the field in the rain. And yeah, again, congrats to Cake for the W.
There you go. You heard it there. Now, Impossible Bacon, you had yourself quite a race. I mean, you were kind of as well just Johnny on the spot, just getting your positions when they offered themselves. Did you have any kind of thought that a top 5 was going to be in play for you here?
No.
No.
I had a race that was very similar to this like 8 hours ago, so I should have known when to pit, but I just didn't. I thought it would dry out too quick and go back to slicks, but it never happened.
Yeah, that was our thought as well. We didn't know if those inters were at all going to take any sort of command later on in the race. I think they did in the last lap, but it was just a little bit too late. Now, you qualified like 20th or something, right?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, what the hell happened there?
So on my second to last run, as I came around the chicane, the last chicane, I invalidated, and it invalidated both current and next lap. So I had to pit,
I hate that.
and then I ran out of time to get to the flag. So yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. So you definitely had a lot more in the tank. You didn't just were that slow.
I wouldn't say I had a lot more. I think I had maybe 5 or 6 tenths, which would have put me somewhere like.
Well, that would have been quite a bit. That would have put you probably like nearly 10th.
I think it would have put me like 12th or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Shelly, what do you got?
Hey, Bacon.
Don't.
Big question for you. Do you think Ryan Rogers washed?
What is your infatuation with this?
You see, I feel like you have a new husband called Ryan Rods, and you're just trying to show it off. So.
He has like.
See,
Sounds like he has a new dad in 2K.
Yeah, he's definitely got daddy issues.
He got carried by his team.
That's right with the shot.
Okay. Any actual questions, Shelly, or are you just gonna like hold this grudge for the rest of your midway
No, I
career?
just want to be a menace to Ryan tonight.
Okay.
Society.
Congrats, Bacon, on driving well.
Yeah, congrats to Kate for the winning the podium. It wasn't hard as well.
Okay, so actually, Bacon, you're
mate.
you're like 2-7 in like in Madden. I thought you were better than that.
What are you on? I'm a Brit that bought the game, got into the league, and then played a game.
Should we make a?
I'm projecting myself to go 5 and I think it's 13.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Something like that. I'm not gonna top my.
I thought you were one of those Brits that like actually liked football.
Yeah, I do. I just have never watched American football.
Oh, okay, hand egg.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyhow, thank you very much, Impossible. Best of luck the rest of the season. Congratulations on a very good result. It was very well earned, and you did a stupendous job. So be proud of that.
I needed it after the 2 bad races that I've had. I needed that.
Oh, what's it like Team Wascavany this season?
About the same as I remember. Qualifying too close to my teammate and then having to fuck each other over on strategy.
Oh, that's yours for next week, Shelly.
But he's leading the
Bacon, you're washed.
Not the championship, but he's leading out of us, so he's got priority as of now.
Okay, fair enough. All right, well, thank you very much for tuning in again, man. Appreciate that, and best of luck in Monaco, and we'll see. Maybe you'll be that third random one on the podium.
Bet $100 on it.
Okay, odds are at 1,200 to 1, so not too bad. Put down $10, you'll get back quite a bit. So we'll see how that goes. But any shout-outs or anything from the podium and Impossible Bacon before Shelly and I go back into our dungeon?
It's dark and wet, guys. Please don't make me.
Scorns AC, you're unmuted.
There's a weird stain on the ceiling.
No, I don't have anything to say, my bad. No, thank you. And I hope it was an interesting race.
It was a good one. Go back and watch it. It was a fun one. Definitely qualifying, which is all over the place. So do there. Impossible. I saw you unmuted.
Nothing else annoying in my chat.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. Best of luck, and we'll be talking to you all soon.
Yeah, see you guys.
All right, there we go, Shelly. Race week 3 in the books. That brings Ryan Rods with another podium, Scornsy with another podium, the Drivers' Championship as tight as it can be, and 3 different drivers joining the 2 favorites in the podium every week. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's English. So what now? Okay, Constructors Championship. I want to ask you a quick question here. So Alpine and Mercedes, okay, led by Scornsy and Ryan Rods respectively. Red Bull Racing is sitting 3rd. Now, Kate Thomas picking up a huge win. Now, Matt Rossi DNFing. Do you think that Kate Thomas and Matt Rossi duo can have enough to challenge with the Mercs and the Alpines?
You're telling me that Mystic and Scornsy on the same team, you think that they're going to get beat? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. Scornsy and Ryan Rods lead their Constructors Championship, Alpine and Mercs. But 3rd right now is Kate Thomas and Matt Rossi in the Red Bulls. Do you think the Red Bulls are good enough to compete?
Yes. Yes, I do think they're good enough to compete. I think consistency is the only thing we have to worry about. I thought since Ryan Rods and Scornsy were teamed up in the interdivision battle, I thought they were teammates. And I thought you were telling me that somebody else is going to win Constructors besides the top 2 drivers. That's my bad. My hand is up. Found play.
Okay, Shelly is absolutely chalked.
No. I'm just drinking some tea. That's all I'm doing.
What kind
I'm really
of tea?
tired. Gold Peak Diet Iced Tea. It's got a little bit of flavor to
I
it.
thought you were actually drinking tea.
I am. That's tea.
No, you're drinking. That's
tea.
That's tea. It is tea, but it's not tea. It is tea. Yeah. Actual tea is delicious. Orange pico, green tea, all that stuff. Unbelievable. I don't even like sugar or cream in my tea. I feel like it takes away from the flavor. You don't need it. Tea is good enough without it. Don't put it in. Unless you're a bitch, then put it in.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm upset because my one for the week is gone, thanks to Bacon.
Yeah, Bacon stole it. But okay. All right, Shelly, any other crap that you'd like to say before I bring this to a close?
More controversial statements. Ryan Rods is still washed, and that are my closing thoughts for the night.
All right. Well, here's the look at Division 1 standings. Currently, this is before what is going to be added into this race. Ryan Rods will take over the overall lead, and we'll have a 3-point gap on Scornsy, which is absolutely minimal. So be sure to tune in next week as we're back with the Division 1 boys at Monaco, and it will be an absolutely fun one. Once again, it will be Shelly and I bringing it to you live, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern, on the same platform. And if you did miss the race, you can either go back and tune in on Twitch, or you can just wait, and it will be put up right onto the YouTube channel alongside the other divisions that we have casted. So hopefully you have a good weekend. Go check out all of our sponsors, Braze Energy, MWF1 at checkout, as well as Epos Gaming, Epos at !Epos in chat, and I'll bring you up to a link to their store. SimRacer Coin if you're into any of that cryptocurrency, as well as Ulek Holevin on all your social medias for any sort of his needs in graphic design and whatnot. But that is all for the Midwest F1 League for this Thursday. Hopefully, we'll see you again next Thursday, and as well as all the social media channels, Twitter and Instagram, and like I mentioned before, YouTube. But, as per usual, I've been CrashMcqueen. I've been joined by ShellyTheTurtle. Why don't you say bye, Shelly?
Yeah, that's been me.
All right, that was Shelly. We've been the Midwest F1 League. Good night.